Welcome back to We Care a Lot. I'm half the pod, Sam.
I'm the other half, Mel.
What's up, you guys? It's been a minute since Mel and I have been together. I feel like we've said that
But it keeps happening.
every time. Life's just been getting busy.
Yeah.
And we make time for you guys and, you know, us. Because
And
this
each
is a form of therapy. But today we're talking about summer and just kind of like all the things that come with summer. We fucking love summer. Don't get us wrong. But it comes with a lot.
It's a huge pressure, and we'll get into it. But I will say, let me just start off by saying that the weather has not been giving.
It's not been giving summer.
Not at all. And I know we're in spring still and like June bloom and all that shit. Or not June bloom.
What is
June
it? Isn't it June gloom?
Gloom.
Ew.
Why are we saying
It's
that?
never been really...
Y'all are manifesting a...
It has not been for real June gloom, though. Like, in my life. And now all of a sudden June gloom wants to be real.
I feel like there's a couple days usually that are June gloom. But this
It's been
is...
weeks.
This has been like depressive as fuck.
I was sending content to... I did cups, right? And I was sending them the content. I was like, hey, sorry, it took me like a week to get back. I had to wait for some sun. And they were like, oh, totally get it. And I was like, honestly, like, what is this fucking weather?
It's awful. It's awful. The other day I went into work and I like was like, oh my god, it's so fucking warm out. I'm like, it's gonna get better. Everything is gonna be good. And then my boss comes in and she's like, it's so ugly outside. And I was like, what do you mean? It was just
What do you mean?
It was great like 2 hours ago. And I was like in a warehouse all day, so like I didn't go outside.
She shouldn't have not said it because you were
I
believing
know.
it's beautiful.
It could have, maybe when I walked out, it would have been beautiful. Who knows? But I went outside after that, like when I got off work, and I was like, this is so awful.
It is
and it's
ugly.
cold.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Today's humid and ugly, so I don't know if it's any better.
I mean, I kind of would have like the heat with the humidity and just like no sun. That's fine.
Overcast gives you a good tan.
Yeah. And I don't, like, I'm wearing a skirt today. I was wearing a jacket, but like the fact that I can wear a skirt right now.
Still great. See
Still
the
great.
positive in anything.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
June gloom.
Not here for it.
Not here for it. Also, it's fucking pride. How homophobic is the weather being?
How dare you be gray outside? They're waiting for rain so a rainbow can come out. That's what the universe is waiting for.
June gloom exists.
For the rainbow.
For the rainbow for the gays.
Let's just get into it, I guess. So, first things first, I think most people, when they start getting invited to summer activities, or in general, just thinking about the things you want to do in summer, take your clothes off because it's hot. Your body image. Like, all winter, you're like, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna slay.
The holidays, like, slay away.
Ride that sleigh. Yeah. And then you just realize how much maybe you weren't working out, or on it, like, New Year's resolutions didn't pan out the way you thought they would.
Oh, let me tell you that for sure.
I don't even remember what mine were, to be honest.
That's how
That's how unintentional we were about it.
Yeah.
We said we're gonna be super, write them down.
Right, girl.
We had good intentions, we just didn't have actual intentions, I guess. So you're gonna be in a bikini all summer, or maybe you're not.
I feel like there's also the pressure of like, it like never goes away, but the pressure of getting the summer bod. Like, why? Why are we saying that? Like, even if I fucking ate my mother ass off, like,
Hate my mother ass off. Slay.
like if I ate so much over the course of the winter and the
Like,
spring,
you were just heavier than you had been.
whatever. Like, my
Yeah.
summer bod is this bod that I got right now.
It's
and
summer and this is my body.
I mean, my brain doesn't think that, but I'm like, I think it's because of all the pressures that exist.
It's just like, you get on Instagram, you go to a girl's page on your Explore, and it's like, she looks like this year round. How's she, fake tan, obviously. But like, it's like easy to like hate on people and be like jealous and like thinking a lack of when you see someone like that. But it's also like, you have to remember they're also spending money on a fake tan. Do you want to do that? No, probably not. Maybe you do, but either way, they're doing that. They have to probably work out. They probably eat whatever regimen they eat on. Like, you know, it's not just like you live on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've been definitely like learning that lately because
It's so hard.
it's so hard.
I look at a girl and I'm like, oh,
I've been
good for
trying. I've been
her.
trying hard, especially now that we're not like doing Glow Getter. I've like really tried to step away from social media, and I think I'm gonna like fully take a break. Maybe even during the summer is like a perfect break time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I have seen how much just like looking at an image has affected me to the point where like this whole week and like last week too, part of it, I was like going out and eating out a lot, and I would sit back, and the minute that I got on Instagram I felt guilty about all of the things that I ate
Because
and
of
all
the
of the
people you
wine I
saw?
drank. Yeah.
Like being healthy or something.
Yeah. And I'm just like, but I was having such a good time. Like, why do I have to diminish the life that I'm living based on how somebody else looks?
Yeah. Or is living
their life?
It's
It's just so
true.
fucking silly. Anyway.
That's a really good point. I feel like we're gonna speak on that a little bit about like not letting other people's lives on Instagram direct exactly how you live your life, because like especially during summer it's like all these bitches on their Italian summers. I'm like, oh, okay,
Bitch, because you have like how much in the bank? I'm sorry that I'm over here scrambling.
Or they just, some people just have different priorities and maybe they're really in debt, but they're
But
having
they're
an Italian summer. Well, period. Live your life. But I think Instagram takes away perspective and context so much.
So much.
Because, like, back in the day, I was probably like, oh, did you hear? I don't know why they're Southern, but they're Southern. Did you hear Billy Bob went into town? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but they know they're like, yeah, well, Billy Bob's mom was like this and the dad is like that. And, oh, well, I bet. Like, there's so much context back in the day of people that you would talk about or know. And now it's like, you just see a picture on Instagram and you're like, they're living their best life.
When in reality, they could be depressed. They could
Yeah.
be in debt. They could
have cried right after that photo.
Or before.
Exactly. We know nothing. No context on
No
social
context.
media.
And I think that's super important to remember, because at the end of the day, you don't know anything about that person.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do, you know them, then fine. But even then, I think Instagram is social media in general is such a like pinpoint of what you want to share, and the positive side
Unless
of your
it's
life.
TikTok.
Unless it's TikTok. then you got kind of like a mixed bag of shit, where some of it's like literally people are posting themselves crying.
Yes.
And I appreciate those moments, but even then I still feel like the Italian summer comes up and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, girl.
It's also like, do y'all just live in Italy? Like, you are Italian. It's not an Italian summer if you live in Italy, is it?
No.
I mean, I'm gonna start saying California summer.
SoCal summer.
SoCal summer. I'm dead. That's gonna be my caption.
Living a SoCal summer this year. What?
Anyways, yeah, I think it's really hard to get on Instagram and separate yourself from the non-reality of Instagram.
With that said, I think like growing up, when you think about all those like summer movies,
Oh, to live up to
to
your
live
own
up to your own
expectations.
expectations is fucking difficult. But I mean, in those movies, you do see like them going through like a little stint where it's like, it's a hard time, and then like they have like the most magical summer after that.
Love it.
It
Like
puts a
Princess
pressure,
Diaries?
yeah. Or even like I'm thinking about like High School Musical.
Oh, there's
When like
summer.
Troy and Gabrielle
Uh-huh.
like break up, I gotta go my own way.
So dramatic.
Just shit like that. I'm like, okay, that did teach me that like you could have fucking bad days during the summer, even though the sun is out.
Even though I
doesn't
shouldn't
mean-
be.
even though you shouldn't fucking be. But even though that is happening, like just because the sun's out and like everyone else is in a happier mood because vitamin D exists and
Yeah.
it affects
It's
us.
very real.
It's still very real to have bad days and to be okay with them and accept them and just like move forward with a way of like, this is gonna fucking pass. It's just a time. It's
Yeah.
just a moment. It's just a stint.
Don't feel guilty about like missing out on something during summer because it's summer.
It's just
Because if you're gonna be like unhappy at this event or doing this thing, it's not really the same.
yeah.
Unless you're like, I want to get myself out of this mood. And you're in like a positive shift of mindset. Like, I don't want to sit in my house. I want to go to the beach and journal or something, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
That's still making the most of summer and allowing yourself to be like, maybe not fucking Princess Diaries happy.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people have a pressure to live out like a dream summer moment, and I think it's based on like movies we've watched and shows we've seen. Also just like the concept of us going from like being in school and having a summer break.
Ugh.
I think it put a lot of pressure for us to be like, let's make the fucking most.
Like, I'm still working, but I'm gonna have summer break.
Yeah. But I think it puts a really big pressure on like, there's this time. Don't waste it. Like, live your life. You know what I mean? Because then you're just gonna... I know, but when you grow up, you're like, that's your fucking entire existence
Summer
now.
was literally the time where it was like, be a kid. It's like, I want... Can someone tell me that again?
Can I do that again?
Can I dip my toes at least a little in that again?
And you can. And I think that's also like on the opposite side of the spectrum is just like summer is such a freeing time. It's the perfect time
to heal your inner child.
That too, but like just to go outside. Like I think it's very like a simple thought, but like the sun is out. There's more like daylight in the days. There's
yeah.
It's like it lasts longer anyway. Like you have longer days, shorter nights.
And warm nights.
And that's the good part too, is like you want to be out at night.
It's like the day never ends.
The warmth is just constantly there. Let me tell you, when you try to go to sleep though, when it's hot as fuck, that's a different story.
Yeah.
And you got AC, that's awful. Yeah, like you can have both be real to you, where like one is like you want things to be good, you want to make the most out of it, but then at the same time,
you don't let yourself feel
guilty or pressured by, if you have a moment, if you have a small moment of anxiety or like not wanting to even do anything, participate. If you have FOMO,
you don't get a participation award. Don't go, babe. It's fine.
Don't go, babe. It's okay. You don't want to fucking spend money you don't have.
That's also very true. So that was the other thing, is during summer, we out here, you know? It's hot girl summer. It's like we're chiseling away at our bank accounts all summer. It's basically what it is. It's like, oh my god, like we never go out. It's like, bitch, you've been out all year. What the fuck do you mean? It's like, but during summer, like this is our hot girl summer. Like there's so much peer pressure from friends, and at the end of the day, it's because like we want to have a good time. We want to go out. Like whatever.
Yeah. You
do have to like figure out when it's too much, whether it's emotionally too much, financially too much, physically.
Yeah. Think about like when we say like, let's just do something like casual. And then we're like, okay, let's go to the beach. You're paying for parking. You're paying for the snacks. And then we're like done with the beach and you don't want to go home and cook. So you're like, hey, let's grab something. Mm-hmm. So then you grab something. And they're like, hey, like maybe like now that we're all together, why don't we just go and have a drink?
Why don't we just like go out tonight?
Literally. So then you fucking do that.
Literally, that's like the step-by-step process all summer. And then we're just going to the beach during the day. Okay. And then we're going to take naps on the beach. We're going to get fucked up on the beach. And then we're going to go get food. And then we're going to
recharge and then slap makeup on. Do the do. And that's like rinse and repeat. And you just do it over and over again.
Yeah.
And then on the more extreme side, you're like, let's do summer vacation.
Yeah.
And then you fucking end up in a debt of, I don't know, even if it's like a staycation, I feel like you...
That's the thing too, is like, it's just about like back to bachelorette parties. It's just like realizing who you're inviting or who you're with. Because obviously there's people out here who are like, what do you mean? I could go have my Italian summer with all my friends and they don't care. Okay, Kylie, go have your Italian
Not okay,
summer.
Kylie.
Like, okay, go ahead. But like, just know your audience, know your friends. Don't be out here pitching like Italy when it's not realistic a week before or a month before or whatever. But like, you know, it's also like fun. Like, pitch it.
Pitch it.
Pitch it, and then we'll come down to whatever we can all actually afford, you know?
Oh my god, yeah.
We're pitching this, and we'll come falling down to pool party. I'm just kidding. But I will say, it's not worth mentioning to your friends if you want to do something fun and like have a cool ass summer.
Yeah, it's just about like respecting everyone's boundaries and their
own limits
and their availability to things. Like, yeah, we all in a like fucking perfect world are all invited and all wanting to do something, but everyone's jobs are different. Everyone's lives and responsibilities are different. And so even with yourself, like tell yourself that it's okay to say no and it's okay to prioritize yourself and your own stability. Like I feel like sometimes you get really wrapped up in the fun of it all, or in like
The FOMO.
the FOMO of it all. For real, it gets hard. But as much as you would like to do these things, if you genuinely feel like you can't,
It's okay. There's
it's
next summer.
okay. There's next summer. There's also
There's
next
winter.
the next fucking like
Event.
the next trip. I don't know. I feel like when you hear about it, come to it from a place of like genuine curiosity and being like, I really wish I could have been there. Maybe we can do this next year and I can plan better. You know what I mean? Like, don't let it discourage you from,
I never get to do fun stuff.
yeah.
Don't have that attitude.
Don't have that attitude.
One thing I noted was being okay to do things alone, which I think I last summer or like 2 summers ago got very comfortable doing stuff alone. I mean, COVID especially too. Like we were
You needed
forced to
to, yeah.
isolate. But it was very much like, I'm not gonna not go to the beach because none of my friends are free. Like if I want to go, why is that gonna stop me? Which I admit, even like going to the movies, I don't want to go to the movies alone.
I
personally.
love going to the movies alone.
I know, and people really love it, and I still have not done it, and I'm like,
Okay, goal for us is I need to go to the beach alone and you need to go to the movies alone. Because I have never done that, but it's not something that I fear. I definitely just feel like, what the fuck am I gonna... I mean, I could journal, I could read. But then I'm like, I don't want to go in the water by myself.
the water, I will say, is a whole nother beast. I get in, but I don't get...
Like all the way in?
No, I have.
And you like swim?
I like floated.
I'm
But
scared
that
of
was a Laguna, so I like trust it. It was like the private cove
Okay.
thing, so I was like, okay, no one, I can see my shit, and the water's clean. I'm not scared of sharks being out here, and there was a lot of people in the water.
That's fair.
Yeah, when there's like no one in the water and it's
That's
kind of
scary.
murky, you're like
I don't know if I want something to touch me.
One time I went alone and it was at the Wedge, and so the water level was like down here, and then there was literally a wedge of sand, like a wall. And I was like, I have to pee. How the fuck am I gonna get down there and then back up? It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing by myself. I was like,
You said no one's gonna remember this. No one's gonna remember
like
this.
no one knows my name. No one knows who I am. I'm just half naked in a bathing suit. Oh my god, it was awful. But anyway, yeah, I think maybe that is a summer goal.
Also, the movies is like a perfect.
Place
Also,
to be alone.
get your motherfucking A-list stub membership.
Bruh, see, I don't go to the movies enough, clearly.
But I feel like if you get in a routine of it,
I'll just
it's
go to
just-
the movies alone weekly by myself.
it's fucking amazing. It's one of the best things that you could do for yourself because you don't even have to like. No one's really looking at you because it's
true.
dark, and like you have this whole. And also, if you go during the day, like to a matinee, you just have like the whole theater to yourself, and it's just
You're
like
just laughing really loud.
literally.
Like,
I
just
remember
ridiculous.
that I went to go watch the David Bowie documentary or like movie about
Yeah.
him, and I was in the movie theater by myself and I was sobbing like audibly.
The people that work there are like,
No one came in, but I was just like sobbing audibly and just like I felt so free. Also, it's like a perfect summer activity because it's hot as fuck outside,
they got that
and they got that
AC.
AC, and you can even like come in a sweatshirt and just be all cozy. Like
Sneak
it's so
snacks
nice.
in.
Fucking just bring a whole lunch.
I love. Then people really start looking. I got blankets and a pillow. They're like,
She's
is
about
this
to
girl
take
gonna
a-
squat? Like, what's going on?
On the opposite end of that, making friends
Yeah.
during the summer.
I think another goal of mine is literally to make a group of guy friends. How am I gonna do it? No fucking idea. I just want a group of guy friends to be like, I don't know, cool with. She doesn't get it.
I don't get it.
Katie wants to too. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe I'm just trying to live out like my new girl fantasy. You know
but
what I
then one
mean?
of them ends up wanting to fuck you.
I hope not.
That's always gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Good luck with that goal.
We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated. Probably won't happen.
I want to meet more like queer friends. I feel like I don't have enough queer friends. Like all of my friends are straight. I mean, the only friend that I think is gay or that's like in queerness is Katie. I don't think I have another queer friend. Well, I have like Marty, but like I don't have like a community of like queer people. I definitely like need to get a couple queer friends. So if you're queer, you want to be my friend,
hit her up.
I just like envision my life like having dinner parties and like I don't know, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
I just like, I guess like for me, I like going out, but I don't feel like the queer bars in LA are like it. You know what I mean?
like
Or
even
the-
WeHo?
Yeah.
What about
I don't
it?
really like,
Like you feel like the vibe isn't your vibe of
yeah, the vibes of the bar I don't like. Like, I feel like everyone goes to like the Abbey and like people get fucking drugged. And I'm like, I don't want to be there.
yeah.
Things like that. So I don't know. I just like, I want to find,
Oh, Katie found a country bar.
so maybe we'll try.
Is it gay? It is, isn't it?
It is. Well, not the bar itself. I think they have a queer
Like a
night.
night?
I just want like, I want a community. I feel like I'm missing that in my life. I have like friends here and there and stuff, but I don't have like a group to come back to, if that makes sense. Or to like fully immerse myself in. And I feel like, again, summer is a perfect time where everyone's kind of like in the same vibe of being like open and
Summer's like very
available.
open.
Yeah. So
What is about that? It's like everyone's like, I'm too busy all other times of the year.
because I think everyone's grinding
So that they can have
so
summer
they
break.
can have summer break in some form.
yeah.
Whether it's like you have 4-day weekends or 3-day weekends, or like
Saturdays, whatever.
you take your nights more seriously to go out and enjoy yourself because it's like warm out and you don't have to worry. I don't know, it's just an open energy. There's probably something about that. I don't know.
I did see that the ocean literally, something about the energy at the ocean literally calms you, like energetically, not just like in theory. I was like, oh,
But we're 90%
water.
water, so
Yeah. But then it said at the end of the video, like, are you big ocean? Are you are you an ocean person or something? And I was like, aren't you saying everyone is? So I was confused. I was like, is there some of us who identify as like
some people
the
don't like.
ocean? And then there's other people who, whatever, forest. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, no,
Because I
like
mean, during summer, some people prefer camping, maybe. That's their like thing.
that's their vibe.
Or, you know, what's it called? Off-roading and shit like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, not really. I mean, I would do those things. I just don't.
I think
gravitate.
that like every type of natural element has like its own type of vortex and its own literal energy to it that we need because like we're literally humans living like birthed from the planet. So like in general we need all the things, because I also think about like people who go to the desert for a purpose, like because there's such a different like aura and like energy about it, and like each thing is its own vortex, you know. And like the
Sedona.
mountains are like a whole other thing. I think it's just, you know, it's all different for everybody, but like some people have a fucking huge fear of the ocean,
Can't relate. I mean, I can kind of relate.
or like some
but
people don't like the sand.
that I
don't
When
get
people
it.
are like the sand, I'm like, grow up.
Grow up.
I get so irritated. I'm like, yeah, you're at the beach.
I would love to just roll in it. Like it's so warm.
Like if I didn't have to deal with the consequences of rolling in it, I would love to roll
Totally.
in it. Like if I didn't have to wash it out of my hair, or maybe not swallow it, you know.
chew it. Lastly, we just kind of want to give you some summer ideas, summer activity ideas.
Yeah.
If you're not fully like into summer, maybe try a couple of these and see if you can find the summer activity that works for you.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, my goal is for everyone to enjoy their summer.
Bro, shit. My goal is actually really selfless.
You know what I can't understand is how people, I mean, I can't understand it, but it's just wild to me is that like some people have like the opposite of
Oh, they like depression.
depression. Like
Right,
summer,
right.
like they have, what is it called?
Seasonal depression.
Yeah.
But it's during summer.
But it's during summer. For me, I'm like, it's humanly impossible
It's probably because
you
they
need
live
vitamin D.
summer where it's like extra summer. Like Arizona is like kind of a
Extra
lot.
hot.
Or like Louisiana. Humid.
No, but there's some people like
In California.
in California or even like in Washington, which like in Washington, the summers are spectacular. So I'm just like, why are you so upset? I'm just like, I
Like,
also
the
feel
sun
like,
is in your face. It's
yeah, you
great.
need
Maybe it's
sun.
irritating. Like
I don't know.
I have to
It's
put
so
on
crazy.
glasses. Like ew. You know what I mean? Like maybe they're
Maybe. I don't know.
anyway.
It's an interesting concept.
Maybe try these if you're that type of person. Or maybe don't because you hate it. So either way. Beach and pool, obvious. Be by a body
Go
of water.
swimming.
Lakes.
Oh, lakes, yeah. For sure.
And there's like tons of activities at all of these things. Like, I bet you if you looked up like LA beaches, things to do, there's probably a farmer's market happening on the pier, or, you know, cute shit like that.
Yeah, you don't have to like be in a bathing suit by the water. You could
go to a restaurant by the beach,
play volleyball,
go shopping, window shopping.
Something I really enjoyed last summer is fucking playing spike ball.
Spike ball. I was trying to think of the name of that.
That game is so fun.
I mean, actually played it.
We have to play it.
I know.
It's so I have it. In that space of like being by bodies of water, even if just like tanning, if you are somebody who enjoys the sun with safety precautions, put on sunscreen. Tanning is something that like, I feel like it's just such a...
It gives you life.
You look more toned. You fucking are just probably happier because you're grabbing some sun.
Be silly. Put a little heart sticker on your skin somewhere and be like...
I feel like also tanning can be like a form of meditation where you can actually meditate and just like sit, or you can read a book. It's like it's a time to be like silent and with yourself. You can obviously tan, talk to your friends and whatever, but I feel like more often than not, like when we go to the beach, we're just like quiet.
Yeah.
When we're tanning,
we are quiet.
It's like quiet time for yourself. I don't know.
And then we sit up and then we're like, all right, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
If you not live in LA, I feel like there's a lot of parks also where you can just go and tan. Because I feel like sometimes if you like live in residential areas, it's weird to do that with your bathing suit on and just like plop up a towel, you know?
Hey.
But I feel like there's a lot of parks within LA that like you can just
be you
and be kind of like half naked.
Do you, and people will understand. Other than that, like anything outside, like picnics, hiking, camping, the outdoor movie things, going to a sporting event.
If you live in SoCal and you're pretty close to the Vineland.
Oh, Vineland. Vineland? I don't know.
The Vineland outdoor drive-in, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
They're coming back for the summer. They closed down for a while. I think it was like a stunt.
Probably just dead season.
Yeah, it's
they
a
were
dead
like,
season.
We're going to make this a thing.
So they're back for the summer. I'm sure they're going to play a bunch of cool movies.
For the summer. Yeah, that's a good one. But the outdoor movies, like even the more bougie ones, like the
rooftop
Cinespa,
cinemas or
whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Cinespa, whatever the hell it's called. There it is.
Cinespa. Cinespia. I love Cinespia. Have you ever been?
No, I
should
haven't. Sporting events. Don't ask me what events are during the summer. I don't know who's in season. Isn't baseball like
Baseball's
at the end of summer?
Season. They're already playing. Baseball's in season, basketball's in season, but that's not outdoors.
Well, basketball's about to end.
Yeah, but not before like summer starts.
Better June gloom.
June gloom.
I don't
girl.
know, man. Hockey question mark? Like I don't fucking know. Softball?
Don't ask me. I don't fucking know. Go to your local
softball must be.
t-ball games.
No. A local t-ball game. I will say going to kids sporting like
it's
obviously
so
know the
fun.
kids.
Yeah,
don't
don't
be a
just show
fucking rando. But that's really fun.
I think also we have amusement parks on here.
Oh yeah.
The subtopic of that, fucking water parks. Disgusting, but so fun.
I don't know if I can get behind that. I feel
like as a kid I used to love Soak City. Yeah. Now I can't think about going in a fucking literal like cesspool.
Just because it's like there needs to be an adult only water park, which I guess would be like hotels.
I almost feel like that's even more gross.
You think so?
But
kids are nasty.
Kids are nasty, but I feel like drunk adults are nastier. Like
you might be right.
Grown human piss and shit just doesn't sound good to me. Like it just sounds like worse than a little kid who peed, who probably just drinks juice all the time and eats like Uncrustables.
Yeah,
you know
but their
I mean?
actual bodies like sweaty and like they don't care to have hygiene. I don't know.
The kids are sticky.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Lots. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe more like, I mean, I would go to like Raging Waters, but like a hotel pool with a lazy river sounds so divine.
That sounds lovely.
Obviously going out. Go out at night. Go to special events. Get on apps that have like special tickets and whatever. Like
yeah,
show
like
you
Eventbrite or like there's the Nudge.
Yeah, what is Katie has me on the Dice or something?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called? Dice?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely encourage you to do something like outside of the norm of like the places you go to.
Yeah.
But with that said, I think also find like a place that you can like post up anytime.
Yeah, like have your go-to, like if there's nothing happening this weekend, I know I could do this.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to be inside, craft days. Or just drinking inside.
Throwing a little house party.
Yeah, anything.
Dinner parties, like I said earlier. If you're about like planning, hosting, get on that shit. Make it fun, make it different.
Yeah, everyone does like, that's a good point. Everyone does like Christmas parties and like whatever.
Yeah.
Make a summer
event.
Katie and I want to do like a camp theme 4th of July.
That's fun.
Like just too much America, you know what I mean?
Oh, like overdo it?
Yeah, like camo and just like Ed Hardy.
Oh, that's different than what I thought.
Oh, what are you thinking? Like wearing a Marines uniform or something?
Like, yeah.
No. I mean, that would be camp, I guess, if you had it on you. So anywho, figure out something you can do fun with your friends or somewhere to make new friends and push yourself out of the comfort zone. Because I think everyone's doing that during summer.
Yeah.
So you really can't be burned. You're going to meet someone nice.
Someone nice will come up.
My goal is not to meet someone nice that's boyfriend material.
Oh my god.
We're not doing that.
This bit she's doing.
We're not doing that. It's hot girl summer.
Uh-huh.
I know. I say that now. Anyways. We'll see you guys out this summer. Let us know what you're doing. If you got any big events, festivals, yeah, let us know. I'd love to fucking figure it out and meet you. But if not, we hope you have a good summer. And
Hags.
Hags.
#hags. That's coming back.
It's coming back. We never used it, but we need to just start posting hags.
Yeah.
So
anyways, have a good summer. We'll probably keep talking about summer and check in with you.
Absolutely. See y'all then.
Bye.